Good morning. It is 7:20 right now and 35 degrees here at B100 and countdown to Halloween. You know, it always brings about some very interesting stories. And with us right now, we have got Jeff and Liz along with Melody and Rob. They're with the Michiana Paranormal Investigators. How you guys doing?
Good morning.
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. Now, you first come in, you're not really like Ghostbusters. In fact, you're almost, you seek out paranormal if it's there. We've got two that really believe and two that are here to be proven. Is that the best way to, like, prove it to me? Is that the best way to describe it, Jeff?
Yeah, I'd say definitely I like the evidence. That's really kind of the main thing. Is just, you know, if I hear something, I like to have something on audio or video to kind of show proof that it's there.
And what about for you, Rob? Have you gone with the two ladies here, Liz and Melody, to try to debunk them whenever they thought there was something there?
Oh yeah, well, you know, that's the thing. You don't really know. Like you said, you have to prove it to me. Okay, but I have seen and heard things that I can't explain.
Right.
And I guess that's kind of what drives me to keep on doing this.
Sure.
Debunking it or just prove it to me.
Now, Melody, you have a sixth sense or something. What is it that you have because you're a true believer, right?
Yes, I am.
Have you always been that way?
I would say no, not always. I was a skeptic, saw a few things, heard some things, felt some stuff, and I was not necessarily in a haunted house. I was in an environment that I felt some things I couldn't explain.
Right.
Nobody else was feeling it. Then later on, heard some stories about that particular place, and so I started questioning myself. Then, of is there really something out there or not?
Or am I just crazy?
Exactly.
Just a family dinner.
Right. Wow. And Liz, we're going to be playing a clip, an audio clip, coming up here in just a little while that we got a phone call a couple of days ago, and it was really kind of interesting because you have a connection to this place. But how long have you been seeking out and doing this paranormal activity and kind of hunting it out or doing whatever it is that you do?
For about 5 years now. But in that clip, when we lived at that house, there was nobody to help us. You couldn't flip through the yellow pages and find a paranormal group back then. So yeah, that's why I got into this, to help people. Right,
and it's interesting. We will play that clip coming up, plus find out more. And if you have a question, you can post it on our Facebook page or give us a call, 1-888-817-B100. Michiana Paranormal Investigators. Michiana Ghostbusters? No.
I've got goosies.
It's Cody and Deb on the B.
Are you in prison by a...
Today's Best of Most Country, Blake Shelton, Gunna. Good morning. It is 7:28, 35 degrees with Cody and Deb. And joining us in studio right now, Michiana Paranormal Investigators. You're a group that goes out and investigates those things that nobody else can really explain on why or what's going on. With us, we've got Jeff and Liz, Melody and Rob. And the other day, we got a phone call. And we're going to play it back, but it's got a connection.
Good morning, Cody. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. You should look up 7-Eleven in Mishawaka.
7-Eleven in Mishawaka.
Yep, the farmhouse murders.
Oh,
Okay.
Deb, do you know about these?
Yes, my son lives there.
Where's that by? What main streets?
That's right on Milburn.
Ooh.
I don't like this.
What? Tell us a little bit of the story. So there were some murders there?
The landlord murdered 7 people in a barn behind his house.
Oh.
With a musket.
Wow, that's
back in
going old
1800s.
school.
I'd blow everybody up, all right?
Yeah,
Oh, my
it
goodness.
says it's charming. One word
Sure it
describes this house as charming.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Little white
My
picket.
grandson used to sleep in his room. At first, it was all right, but like 6 months into it, he'd wake up screaming in the middle of the night and running out of that bedroom every night. So they changed his bedroom.
Now, when we were playing this back for you guys during a commercial break,
Liz got goosebumps.
well, Melody, right?
Liz.
Liz. I'm sorry, Liz.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Why
Tell us
were
why.
you shocked?
Because my family and I lived in that house for 5 years.
Really?
Yes, we did.
You had? Did you have a clue? Was it anything going on back then when you lived there?
Yes. It started probably 2 weeks after we moved in. I was getting ready to go to work. My husband at the time, we're going to take the girls to a movie. They were into those troll dolls.
Right.
So I came home from work, and they were home, and they went upstairs, and all their troll dolls, their heads were, they were in a circle with their heads all in the circle.
Right.
I said, Mom, did you do this? No, I didn't. Dad, did you do this? No, I didn't. And it kind of started from there. We heard footsteps upstairs every night at like 10:07. Cabinet doors in the kitchen would open and close,
Yeah,
just
that's what
like
he
was,
mentioned. Wow.
just like he was saying. I was like, yes, validation.
Right.
Gosh, we saw a young girl go from the window off the alley right up the stairs. My daughter's radio, that it would be on the third step with the cord wrapped around it all the time. We could hear music in the walls. We heard a dog bark from underneath the closet door upstairs. There was just so much stuff. And at the time, back in the early 90s, there was nobody to help us.
Who are you going to call?
Yeah, who are you going to call? So...
Wow. All right,
Yeah.
we're going to explore more from this as Michiana
goosebumps.
Paranormal Investigators are in studio with us, and we'll figure out and find out what happened next as Jeff, Liz, Melody, and Rob from Michiana Paranormal Investigators are joining us in studio with B100.
Today's best and most country, B100. Sam Hunt, house party, 7:39. We've got 35 degrees, still 35 degrees out there. Cody and Deb, B100. It's chilly. You know what that means when it's chilly?
It's what, well, they say that, that means there's presence of altered spirits. Deb, we got these EMF field testers, and
Put it
they're...
down.
What? No, I'm not going to touch them,
All
but
right.
I took a photo and I'll post them up. Jeff, these are some of the tools of your trade, and you are a skeptic when it comes to paranormal activity, and so you use these in order to try to figure out what's going on when somebody has an issue, right?
Right.
Did you ever get any really weird, unexplained readings or anything where you're like, okay, this is really an anomaly?
We've been in place. We went to the Mishawaka Cemetery last year. We're in the middle of nowhere, right by a mausoleum. I know it's stereotypical in a cemetery.
Yeah,
Right.
really, you're asking for it.
But we were there and we were asking questions, and there was nothing, no electricity anywhere around. The mausoleum had no electricity, and all of a sudden the meter, the K2 meter, which is the gray device, started going off, and we actually caught an EVP.
What's
at the
that?
same time.
What is an EVP?
EVP stands for electronic voice phenomena. Essentially, what it is, it's a voice that you pick up on a recorder that you do not hear at the time of the recording. So you can take any sort of recording device. You can do an iPhone, digital recorder, tape recorder, anything. Set it down, just ask questions, anything. And then when you play it back later, you're looking for responses to your questions, either direct responses or noises or sounds that weren't there when you recorded it.
Okay. You're in a cemetery.
Rob is shaking his head. He's like, really? You're going to play Ghostbusters? He's like, no, man.
I want to lighten it up just a little bit. Because my own music bed was scaring me with all the howling and the hooting. And you're telling the story. I was ready to go into the...
Now, Rob, you're also a skeptic, correct?
No offense,
that's-
Rob.
Yeah, no, that's correct. You have to prove it to me.
And Melody, you have what? Do you have a specialty when it comes to this kind of thing? What do you? What's your
I
gift?
wouldn't say I have a specialty. I have been told that I have that I'm a sensitive. When I have been in places where there is maybe some questionable activity, I can feel things that others don't. I will feel the sadness. I'll feel sometimes I'll get like a nauseousness feeling.
Right.
I start getting really cold. I'll get the pricklies on my arms. And then usually about that time, Jeff will say, oh, the K2 meter's going up. Like, yes.
Right.
Yep.
I know. I'm sensing it.
Right now, real quick, how often do y'all get called out to come and check out a place? And per year, maybe. I'm thinking what,
I'd say-
5, 6?
Oh, more than that. We usually get maybe between 15 and 20 actual requests on our website for people that are experiencing anything from doors closing, the noises to everything possible.
Right. Now, with us also is Melody. Now, Melody, you have a connection with one of the calls that we had actually gotten.
Liz is her name.
I'm sorry, Liz. I apologize. And here is a little bit of that call.
Pictures. We just kept snapping pictures, and you can see in different pictures this white orb running underneath my grandson's bed.
Yep, watch for the orbs.
Now, you...
That's a sure sign when you see an orb. That's it.
You
Right?
lived
It's something
there in this house that he's discussing?
Yes, we did for 5 years.
And you were renting there, and then you got out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And do you ever want to go back and, like, check it out again? Would that be a property that you...
Absolutely not.
What? This is your gig. This
No.
is what you want to... This is what you do.
Yeah. No,
She
I
knows
don't want to go back
something's
there.
there, and she doesn't want to mess with it.
Yeah. pretty much.
Rob, go ahead. Yeah, Rob's raising his hand.
I'd go.
Rob would go. He's the skeptic.
I'd go too.
Yeah.
See, they'll go for you.
That's
Jeff-
fine.
But you
I don't
are the
blame you, Liz.
believer, and so you're like, I want no part of that.
No, absolutely not. I won't go back.
Wow.
See, there's something she knows.
Yeah.
Don't be messing with that stuff. When they tell you to go out, when they tell you to leave, or you see orbs, I don't know why you want to hang around.
Well, because he wants to see. He
I
wants
know,
to...
but do you want to? You see them? Okay, they're there. Good. Bye. I mean, do you want to talk to them, or do you want to communicate with them?
I want to know. I mean, we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. After we're not here, are we still going to be here? That's what I want to know.
Oh,
This place is crowded.
You know?
I think this room is crowded all
They're
the time.
trying to figure out the roundabouts and everything else. That
Right.
explains so much when it comes to Michiana
They're
traffic.
so confused.
Yeah, but and why only at night? Why do you hear of everything only happening at night?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily just at night. Stuff goes on all the time. It's just that I think maybe it's more scary at night because you can't really see or...
Maybe not distracted,
quiet.
so you're
Maybe
able to
everybody's
sleeping or
focus
something.
and
Right.
see
Yeah.
things out of your peripheral because you're not distracted by TV and
Right,
everything else.
and I see that, like you said, that's the biggest thing. Is mostly out of your peripheral. Nobody really ever sees anything head on.
That's
I mean,
true. That's true. When I saw my guy coming in the door, I just saw the back of him. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Right. We lived in an apartment for a few years when we first got married, and nobody had lived there before ever. It was brand new.
Right.
And all the time, you're sitting here watching TV, and we had a mirror up over here, and you'd see people walking in front of the mirror all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Everything, the house would be closed up. We'd have candles going. They'd be flickering. All of a sudden, flickering all the time. And
Wow.
They built it over something.
yeah,
That or there's a haunted mirror and candles.
Mirrors.
Bad draft.
Again, that mirror is right up there to the scary things. You don't want to stare in the mirror too long.
Right.
I never do.
You can check them out. You've got a Facebook page, Michiana Paranormal Investigations, and if you've got
Very
a lot of
interesting.
people, and again, they can reach out to you on Facebook and get a hold of you. But I find it interesting, Melody. You wouldn't go back,
Liz.
dang it!
Wow.
Sorry, I've got it written down
This
right
is
in
a
front
new
of me, and
record.
I screwed it up. You wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't go back.
All right,
No.
Jeff, would you go?
Absolutely.
See, they
right.
would
I
go.
I've tried talking Liz into it for the last couple of years, but I can't get her to budge
She
on
lived
it at all.
through it. She lived through
Right.
it.
I lived through it, and I don't want to go back. And my two daughters that were there, my oldest is in her 30s, and she still has nightmares about the house.
Oh wow!
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So,
But on Zillow, it says it's quaint and charming, and
right.
we have. Thank you so much for coming in again.
Thanks, guys.
Michiana
Michiana.
Paranormal Investigations. You can find them on Facebook. We've got a link on our Facebook page as well. 746, 35 degrees at Cody and Deb at the B. Today's Best in Most Country, B100. Good morning, 7:58. And Cole Swindell, Ain't Worth the Whiskey. Make sure you jump on Facebook and check out Deb TV.
boy.
Deb shared yesterday how she ended up getting into the radio business as we were hanging out with the kids from Concord Southside Elementary School. Thanks again to them for inviting us out. And real quick, I want to mention Michiana Paranormal Investigations are having an event tomorrow night at 6 p.m. at Barnes & Noble at University Park Mall. So if you want to share some of the stories or hear some of their great stories, we've been...
Fascinating. It is fascinating to me.
It is? You
I
should
look
go,
so excited.
Deb. You should join their team.
Oh wow. I believe me, I would be a hindrance to that team. I'd fall down or whatever, and though I do look good in black. I think they wear a lot of black and stuff, don't you? You don't want to be seen.
You don't want to be seen? What's that?
What's that?
Black or really dark shades of gray.
Right.
Okay. Well, oh.
There you go, Deb. New hobby.
think I found
league.
something.
Forget the bowling league.
Yeah.
Again, you can join them on Friday night tomorrow night out at Barnes & Noble University Park Mall. Stop by, share some stories, hear their stories, and who knows, you could end up as a member of their team. It's Cody and Deb coming up at 8:10. Nothing scary about winning some free money. We've got $100 up for grabs with the B100 cash call, y'all. Stay tuned. Make sure you hear your name. Call us back and claim your cash with B100.
Cody and Deb in the morning. WB